as we get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep. Contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bolting.
And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Set, right. Ready. There. Smith, ready.
Another carry for him. He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it will really break the backs of the defense.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they bring him down around the 34. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the 6-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Wizards finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Wizards will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Tackle made at the 38.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing on seconds. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing it on second down. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes. 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Complete to Taj Washington. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Sticking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This might be a free play for him. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That's the rookie from Auburn. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, kid. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense to the line. Here we go.
Ready?
They're going play action. It is caught left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Opposite.
Pass play now.
Here we go.
46-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Juju Brents with a stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
Down.
2nd and 7.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Houston in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive.
Here we go.
They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
Yellow, 43. Set.
Dropping back to throw. Big strike here to Williams. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30.
21 yards.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st down.
Blue check.
They'll run here from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
On the set.
He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready, go. Set.
Lead now to the running back. Drops by the first guy he's met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, strike.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Blue, 32.
They're going to try and throw it here. Catch made. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Setting up to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Wizards take a second quarter lead. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Wizards break that tie and now lead by 7.
Oilers 7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Wizards are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This one to Williams out left side. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A 28-yard pickup there. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. They'll go play action.
First down, Wizards.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He has the touchdown. The Wizards take a second quarter lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. An extra point set right down the middle. And the Wizards break that tie and now lead by 7. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock.
Guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
They go play action on first down. That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Plowing up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
To the air on 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. This is brought in at the 15. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard. Line. Their offense running back out now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the down.
Ready. Black, 95.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
That'll be the 1st and more. Still going inside the 35. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. Oh, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into 6.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for 6.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Oilers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. That outruns their offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Down. 10 black. Hut.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's got it over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going now on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Come on, set.
And going in motion here. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got a man left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. Down to the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
From the red zone on 1st. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Wizards earn the chance to tie before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Wizards tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
10 yards on the
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Called in left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Forced out to his right. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain. So we're all knotted up here at the half. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Gilman on the coverage.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Still fighting forward. And he is down at the 30-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He brings it in. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Oilers take the lead right away in half number 2. And with that touchdown catch, his 23rd of the year. He's equaled the NFL record held by Randy Moss from that phenomenal 2007 campaign with the Patriots.
Wizards 28.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Wizards offense and Kyle Williams back to the field once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Ready, go.
Motioning the tight end now. Running it now out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Ooh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Quick, yellow. Down. Right.
He's going to throw this one. Big strike here to Williams. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. The Wizards getting all set to punt. hit before he can get anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going play action. Gets everything he has under this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Well, he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. They'll cobble together a yard there. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Houston.
47-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Collins hit. That football's up for grabs. And it looks like the defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. 43 rail. Cut.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives him the first. Back-to-back carries here. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Number 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Working now from the gun. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
10-yard loss on the play.
Here we go.
And it's third.
Here's a throw.
Third and long.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we hit the end of the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 29-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Ready.
They'll air it out on third. Got Washington. It's complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43.
Pass play coming here. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
That's good.
Going to the ground again on first. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing on 3rd down. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They're going to try to throw for it. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another first down.
He's going to throw it again. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go. 6.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So now, following the penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
It's a loss of 1.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
At the 3-yard line.
Hand off to Gordon. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Oilers now lead by 10. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. Next to 3rd and 11.
And they'll throw, 3rd and long. Beyond the marker. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Wizards at a 2-score deficit. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Back to throw now. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play, a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
That's another London 1st down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Sticking to the air here. And they take this in for the score. The Wizards now within 1 score in the 4th. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead only a field goal now.
42. Wizards 39.
Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. On the give, it's Gordon. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
It's a gain of 29.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this takes them down to the 10. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Another 1st down. 1st down, and goal will go.
Here's a design run. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Oilers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.